You guys can see right here, got this big beefy box, Denso right on the front, and we're gonna do a little unboxing for you real quick. So here it is, guys. We got the brand new Denso condenser. Let's get to wrenching, shall we? Forget my PAG oil right here. Coming out to Project Midnight. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a few things real quick. So guys, before I get tearing anything apart, I'm just gonna compare the old condenser to the new one, just to make sure that it is the right part. The brackets that line up pretty good. Got the top and the bottom bracket coming onto this side. The hose connects are like about right. Got the bottom one there, bottom one right here. We're looking good, guys. Let's go ahead and install this. All right, so before we get started, guys, real quick, you're gonna need your torque wrench. You're gonna need a flathead screwdriver, 10mm wrench, a deep socket 10mm socket, extension, ratchet, and whatever other 10mm sockets that you have. The new condenser, some O-rings, and some PAG oil, 46 for the Honda. So assuming that the bumper is already off, I'm gonna go ahead and take off this top piece, this plastic piece right here. This should just come right off. So before I go messing with anything on the condenser, guys, there's a sensor right back here, as you can see right there, and come under it, and you can see that there is a 10mm bolt that is holding this bracket on with the sensor to the condenser. We're gonna go ahead and remove this bracket off of the old condenser. The first thing I'm going to remove is going to be this 10mm on the side of this bracket right here first. And then we can work our way over to this side and do the same thing and disconnect a few hoses. So this whole side is free, as you guys can see. Coming on the left side, we're gonna have another 10mm up top here. So this bracket is officially off. As you guys can see, you're gonna have to use a 10mm wrench to get in there because the headlight is kind of in the way to get a socket in there. But if you're wondering why I went ahead and took the brackets off first, is so that I can get room to flex the whole condenser, because the same thing happens with this bottom 10mm. You can't fit your socket in there past the headlight when it is mounted onto the car. So now that we have some free play with this, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect my AC lines really quick, and then we should be able to install the new condenser. Look at all that just corrosion shit on there, just falling out. Wow, this is gonna need some serious WD-40, guys. This should disconnect. There we go, that's out. As you guys can see right there on the top hose bracket, there's an O-ring. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I have a right size for that to match up before I go messing with the old one, so I can replace that and add some oil on it. I managed to find the correct size from the new O-rings that came with my new compressor. There it is. Alright, new one is on, guys. Underneath right here, guys, we have another 10mm bracket with the hose on there. So we're gonna go ahead and undo this now. Wow, these bolts are just... Wow, I really hope that I have a extra 10mm, because I just snapped this right off into there. So look at all the corrosion on that. I'm thinking that was kind of my fault though, guys, because I could have used WD-40 on that, but I just went ahead and kind of just over cranked like an idiot in a way. But as you could see, the stud is still stuck into there. Well, good thing this thing is getting scrapped, so I'm gonna have to find another bolt for that. Let me just get this O-ring off. Alright guys, the little O-ring is out. Hope I have one that matches that size. Yep, we got a little guy right here. This should match right up to that. Yep. We'll go ahead and put this on. So guys, the condenser should just come right out now. Just like that. Freaking shot this thing is. Look at that. There's like freaking bugs, there's dents all over the place. Guys, before we can install this, I need to figure out how much PAG oil this condenser takes, because you actually have to add PAG in there, and I'm assuming you add it down in this. I'm gonna add some into the top one. I got my measuring cup right here, guys. Also, don't forget to have one of these. I'm gonna put a 1.5 ounces of PAG oil in this condenser, and hopefully it takes it all. Alright, so guys, I just finished adding 1.5 ounces of PAG oil to the new condenser. I'm gonna go ahead and reconnect everything right now. Ten times better. We're gonna go ahead and connect the AC lines now. You just connect the top in. Guys, make sure you lubricate your new O-rings with the new PAG oil so they're nice. You can see that lubrication on there. Just slide it right in like that. I'm gonna use some of my famous anti-seize on this just to be safe for next time, so don't snap this poor freaking bolt off. You just tilt it towards you and we can go ahead and install the bolt in the bottom. Just tighten these up, guys, and then we can torque these down. The torque specs for both of these hoses and the bolts, they're gonna be 8 pound-feet, and you could do 8 pound-feet on that. Alright guys, hoses are torqued down on there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and connect the brackets as well as the sensor, and this job should be good. So there we have it, guys, the final product. That thing looks so good. Everything is all back together. As you saw, that was probably one of the easiest jobs you can do on your 8th Gen SI, and you could do it yourself to save a lot of money. That is that. That concludes today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next video. Expect that race video. Expect more mods to come for this thing, and we will see all of you in the next video. Peace. And remember, never stop wrenching.